Hello guys, just wanted to make the announcement that, yeah, Paradox is coming out with the DLC, and I thought it would only include Italy, because I was thinking, oh, this might be a small DLC, it won't have anything to do with Alpine stuff, but it turns out they're actually doing something for Switzerland. They announced that today at 9 o'clock in the morning. I saw it at 9 o'clock in the morning, but I didn't do anything about it till now, because I don't really care. But I don't have videos, so I might as well talk about some. And it looks like that there's some very interesting alternative history, like here, let me pull it up. Of course, you're going to see the image. But, like, it already seems like, more so than I thought, that there's going to be, like, you know, it's still a work in progress, but very interesting stuff. Like, interesting alternate history paths, and even the normal history path is going to be pretty cool. I personally thought, like, what can they do with Switzerland, or what can they do with anything else, and that's what I'm thinking. So they did Switzerland, and they did Italy, both Alpine. Now, when people talk about DLCs, and the DLCs normally come within a certain region. Like, Death or Dishonor is, like, the Balkans. Battle for the Bosporus was, like, the lower Balkans, like Bulgaria and Turkey and Greece. There was No Step Back with Eastern Europe, and, I mean, No Step Back was big, though. It really did a lot. And La Resistance, which focused on West Europe, Man the Guns, you know, all that. And I was thinking, so when people talk about, they're like, okay, so for the Alpine DLC, they're going to do Switzerland, Italy, and Austria. I never thought that they'd actually do Switzerland. I thought that they were just going to do, like, a small revamp to the focus tree as well as, like, a new mechanic. Turns out they're actually doing new focus trees. And I'm thinking, what if they do Austria? I don't think that they will, but if they do, what can they do for it? And it's the same thought with Switzerland. So they could do Austria, but if you do the Austro-Hungarian Empire, that's kind of like, I don't know, like, we already have that with Hungary. I think you can form it as, like, Czechoslovakia as well. And holy shit, it just started to rain like hell. But, like, they might do Austria. They could do, like, historical Austria stuff, like they, you know, stuff relating to Europa Universalis 4. But I don't know if they're actually going to do Austria stuff. I really doubt it. Considering Austria isn't that much of an interesting nation, it's probably going to be incredibly difficult with the Anschluss if you don't have, if you do have historical AI on, or even if you don't, there's still a chance to get the Anschluss. And it's like, well, you know, what really interesting stuff can you do other than, like, a fortification on borders, or maybe personal union type puppet relationships or something. There's not much you can do. But who knows? Paradox can pull some shit out of their ass sometimes. They really can. I have faith in Paradox. The Paradox developers are incredibly smart people. So who knows? They might come up with something. One thing, like, I was thinking whether or not to actually call them smart, because Germany's broken and it's hard to beat them. But I guess at the same time, if you're good enough, you can beat them. It's just a throwing shade type joke. It's Paradox actually is, like, a really good company, even though some things are kind of broken, like the Ottomans in EU4, or, you know, the French. Well, the French aren't necessarily broken, but they're definitely really powerful, and the hordes are kind of broken somewhat. But, you know, not every game's perfect, and the games are really well made. Honestly, I have a lot of fun playing them. Some of my most played games, hold on, like, if I pull up Steam right now, how do I see this? I think home? Yeah, home. So my most played game is Team Fortress 2 with 2,232 hours. Started playing that back in 2016. Sorry for the sudden cut. As I was saying, most played game, Team Fortress 2. Started playing that back when I first got my account. It's one of the first games I got. Next is Counter-Strike, Global Offensive, CSGO. Sorry if I'm breathing heavy. I just had to run up and downstairs a couple times. My god. With 922 hours, that's because I played it the majority of 2020 and 2021. Then next is Hearts of Iron 4, and I just started playing that back in October. of last year. And I haven't been playing it a lot recently. So, really short time span of how much I've been playing it. And EU4 is actually the next? Really? I didn't even notice that. It's my 4th most played game with 200 hours. I have 650 in Huntsman. So, it's a lot, you know. I really do play the games. And they're fun. I really do like Paradox games. But I wonder if they are going to do an Austria part, or if they're going to keep it to Switzerland and Italy. And I really wonder what mechanics they'll have. And if they'll add any mechanics, or if it's just going to be a focus tree revamp. There's no way they won't. You know, Italy has needed a new focus tree for a long time. I know it's a bit of a meme, but Italy's focus tree really is, like, small. I have a feeling it was the first focus tree they developed. You know, it's really small. You can't do much with it, and Italy's really underpowered, you know, unless you're, like, good at the game. Italy's not that fun, you know what I mean? I don't have fun with, I didn't have fun with Italy. Now I do, because I'm not bad at the game. I have 600 hours, so I'm not, like, the best player, but I'm also not, like, Noob McNoobstein, you know, and I don't even have all the DLC. Normally, to do anything with Italy, you should have most DLCs for Spy Networks and, you know, tank revamp. And Italy starts out with some really trash divisions, and just overall. So, I'm really excited for this revamp, this DLC. And, you know, I feel like it's going to be very interesting. Also, sorry for the lack of entertaining visuals. This was a video on the whim, so you're just going to have to look at the work in progress Italy focus tree for now. Or, not Italy, Switzerland. But just treat this like it's a podcast. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. This is just my thoughts on By Blood Alone. So yeah, I'll, see you guys.